Did you feel that? No, you didn't, right? That earthquake in Ontario is hundreds of miles from West Michigan. But every so often, we do hear about an earthquake that happens somewhere in the Midwest, usually in the 2, 3, 4.0 magnitude range. You don't really hear about any damage. But let's take a worst case type of scenario. Uh, what do we need to be worried about here in West Michigan when it comes to earthquakes? And if that were to happen, my home insurance policy would take care of me, right?
Yeah, nothing like instilling some fear to sell a coverage that no one probably really needs. But yeah, Brian, talking about home insurance and earthquakes and the very, very infinitesimally small percentage of one happening here in West Michigan. Your home insurance policy would likely not cover the resulting damage. I say likely because 999 out of 1,000 policies are not going to have a specific endorsement for that coverage. But there's that one person out there that is awfully worried about them, our father. And so they have that coverage for whatever reason. Uh, is it necessary? We can't predict that, right? Uh, there are some houses in certain areas of the country that are built to sustain certain levels of earthquakes. Building code in Michigan in general does not require that. So if one happens, there's likely to be pretty severe damage, but a home insurance policy in all likelihood is not going to provide any coverage for the resulting damage.
Right. And you'd have to have a serious earthquake, right? I mean, if you Google it, you're going to find that it would need to be about a 6.0 or higher to really do significant damage to a home. And that coverage you're paying for it, number one. And number two, it's going to have a high deductible with that earthquake coverage. And that usually scares people away, even if they were maybe considering earthquake coverage. So, yes, Derek, you're right. It's available on most home insurance policies. Almost none of them have it. But how likely is it that we would experience something here in West Michigan?
I don't
Well,
know.
it,
Doesn't
it,
seem likely, but do you
it
know the figure?
doesn't. Yeah, if you look it up, it's going to say that we have had zero earthquakes within 30 miles of Grand Rapids since 1931. Zero. And the national organization would say that the likelihood of a 5.0 earthquake or higher within 30 miles of Grand Rapids anytime in the next 50 years is less than a quarter of a percent. So
Hmm.
we should likely live our lifespan with almost no likelihood of
But
a significant earthquake in West Michigan.
we are risk analysis nerds. We're all about cost benefit. So my guess is that that earthquake coverage would probably cost what, 20, 30, 40 cents a year because it is so unlikely, right?
You would think most of the time when I see it or I consider it, it's more expensive than I think it should be.
You
And
talking like
it's
50, 100, 150 bucks a year?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes more than that on some policies. And that's where it makes you think, what if I just had some coverage to my umbrella policy? Or what if I make sure my home is better covered, right? There's just a better way to use those dollars when it comes to ensuring the risks that really matter and that could actually happen here in West Michigan.
So that's where an insurance agent can really come into play, helping you decide where to use your insurance budget to best benefit you and protect your family rather than paying for those coverages that seem awfully expensive for something that's very, very unlikely to occur.
Good, Derek. Boil it down right there. If you have questions about your home insurance policy, what's covered, what's not, do I have earthquake coverage? Am I paying for earthquake coverage? Am I paying for other coverages that don't really matter to me? We at Bora Insurance Group would be happy to help. Reach out to us. We're just a phone call away. Thanks, Derek, for joining me today and sharing your insights there on earthquake coverage.